What's Papino? See Black Ham in the building. I'm here representing Coca-Cola. You know, Poochie. Shout out to Dapper Dan. This is a special show, man. This show, I came on 2011, right? And there was a lot going on before 2011 that was, you know, because you have to get in tune with what's going on. The streets is changing. The little homies that was in the street was not jacking what was going on in jail. They wasn't really jacking being a part of the whole New York blood shit no more. So even though some might have been, you know, was Papino or Harlem, so even though, like I said, we had the YGs, we had the 1090s, the EBKs. These little cliques is because they lost faith in what the New York blood system was. The young boys, they lost total faith. So they began to do their own things. Even some that was quick, they began to do their own things. Know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk about it in the chat. Know what I'm saying? Because this might be an emotional video in this one because there was a lot of death and there was a lot of mayhem. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lost faith in the homies in the mountains because it was a lot of 1090 shit. It was a lot of 1090 stuff. Excuse my language. It was a lot of, some people felt the kitty situation. Some people was feeling like they've been extorted. There was a lot of dubbing. You know what I'm saying? So the young boys decided to do their own things. Like you had the YGs. Hell yeah, we here. You had the YGs. You had the Snow Gang in Queens. Just to name a few, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I mentioned the Snow Gang before, because I knew one guy that was around him. I don't know if he was really with them, but he was around them. Now, the guy that I knew that was Snow Gang, he used to, you know, I knew him from a mutual friend. He lived in Springfield Garden, Queens. He spoke a lot about, she spoke highly about a guy named Paparazzi Pop. I don't know who he is, but Paparazzi Pop is like some infamous guy in Queens. You know what I'm saying? with that Snow Gang thing. If I'm talking about the right one. Now it was weird because a lot of y'all may have thought that this was the homies putting in pain. You know what I'm saying? So you had a lot of you had a lot of homies that was already like, it was different. You know what I'm saying? So even though you may have had some that was Crip, that was Snow Gang, like I said, you might have had some Bloods that was YG, 1090. These offsets, this is what was going crazy that I know about from 2011 when I came home. Like when you heard about a lot of these bodies, when you thought it was the homies putting in that pain, it was really personal clique situations between like Snow Gang. There was a situation where I met the girl's father. On the south side of Queens, you know what I'm saying? Where the girl who got shot on the bus, that bus situation, and 50 Cent paid for the funeral. When we thought it was the little homies going crazy, now it was just the personal cliques because the little homies lost faith in what New York blood was, or New York Crip was, or New York folk was. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm blood in jail, but in the streets, I'm Snow Gang. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, I'm blood in jail, but in the streets, I'm YG. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, I'm 1A Trade, but in Queens. I'm 1A Trade in Queens, but I'm EBK. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I first came home in 2011, I used to live in Queens. and Hollis at that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I met some Puerto Rican guy. He's on the south side by Fox. He was seeing that lake. You know what I'm saying? And when I met son, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was different. Like I said, the little G's, they lost faith in what New York blood was. So nobody was coming home from it. They was the triple OG or something. The young boys wasn't really following that. Like we used to say, that's where all that double banging talk really was coming from. Because you meet somebody and they be like, yo, yeah, I'm EBK, huh? I thought you was Donald G. Or I thought you was 1A Trey. Or I thought you was this. And nah, I'm this. Until they go to jail. And that's when all that, yeah, I'm not Trey. I'm this and I'm that. So, needless to say, you know what I'm saying? Needless to say, you know what I'm saying? That these young boys was going to war. You know what I'm saying? It was like North Side versus the South Side. There's situations that was happening that was bugging me out. Like, I remember just like last summer before I left, some crazy shit happened where some young boy did some crazy stuff and they found some young boys in the car and they lit them up and then one dude lived. The one guy that lived, he went up getting smoked 2 hours later. Like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when they were saying it was the homies calling shots and having these young boys go crazy, that really wasn't the case. That was these young boys that's on go. It's just that their jail affiliations was Blood and Crip. You know what I'm saying? Blood and Crip or GD or whatever. They fall in line to that because in the penitentiary, the rules change. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me. I ain't gonna front. You got West Coast hoods that survive in jail, certain dudes. You're not gonna run into a jail. I never ran into a jail yet that a West Coast set made and controlled the yard. I ain't see that yet, or had 20 cats in the yard. But you may have one or two, like you know what I'm saying? I met a bunch of Elm Street Pyrus in the penitentiary, a bunch of bounty hunters that actually, that they, you know what I'm saying? Let that thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to an era of violence that, because I did a video earlier about the 900 gang, and I have to go into, damn, I remember that time in New York, when y'all thought it was the homies calling these G. Like, I remember at one point, that hounds was going at it with some of the YGs in Etowah. Just like, I didn't know that. What's them projects by the 5 train on Gun Hill Road? There was mad YGs in there. There was blazers in there. There was some hats in there, but there was a bunch of YGs over there too. Cause my little man, he used to be YG, and he'd be going with them YB niggas in Hunts Point. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like, so you got dudes that's homie. You know what I'm saying? East Chester Projects, you know, Old Harlem. That's where his son lived. He passed away. He was low rider. He had to hide for low rider. He passed away. He got caught up in a situation with Pure Blood. This, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly in that situation with the African, you know what I'm saying? In that situation with Pure, you know what I'm saying? So we speak about facts. We don't think it's the homies now, and these little dudes is YGs putting it in. You know what I'm saying? They going to war. You know what I'm saying? East Chester Projects, it's a fact. I think his name is Heem or some shit like that. Heem. That was my homie's Fatso's homie. You know what I'm saying? Because Fatso was lowrider before. You know what I'm saying? He had stain in that. You know what I'm saying? Let me shout out to Fatso Brim, 6 Deuce Brim, Empire State Brim. You know what I'm saying? So, when y'all thought from like 010 to like a lot of the things y'all was hearing, they really wasn't really gang related. A lot of these big homies didn't have control of these niggas. Individuals I'm talking about, as in individuals, on an individual count. A lot of these dudes was really like, yo, you might meet somebody that say he Mac, but he YG, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely with your Miller homies, you know what I'm saying? The reason why, because I did a video earlier, that somebody was like, yo, see, you should do something about the snow game, because that picture on the thumbnail, that's a real situation. I remember when that happened. Remember, I used to live in Hollis, Queens. The part of Hollis I lived on, you had Damus over there. At that time, you had the neighborhood 20 cats that was on off of Hollis, right by that supermarket. They might be maxing out, but they was neighborhood 20 back then. We're talking about 011, 012, 013. And then across Francis Lewis, going towards Springfield Avenue, Springfield Boulevard, I'm sorry, you had a bunch of Crips. There was a lot of Crips on that side, you know what I'm saying? And they was going at it. You know what I'm saying? They had their little personal issues over there, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Queens though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you the parameters of what was going on back then when I first came home. Now, the weird part about it was, you didn't thought it was more B and C shit, but it was B and C shit, but then it turned into YB, YG, 1090, EBK, you know, different side blocks, the Montana gang, this, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The Bad Green was popping. It was popping. Yep, OYG. It was crazy. These little young boys tried to create their own cliques because they just wasn't following this Damu thing. Like, you might meet somebody on non-trade, but because the Damus had so much politics. There was too much politics. So these young boys wasn't into all that. Like, we're not getting caught up in the politics. We're going to do our own thing. Yeah, I'm non-trade, but I'm OYG. It's a fact. Those are the bodies y'all been hearing about, allegedly. Those are the dudes that you hear smoking tins, you know what I'm saying? But then, because one might be gang related, y'all associate that with, yo, the big homies is calling shot. It ain't got nothing to do with them, you know what I'm saying? It's these young boys on their own time. They got their own little codes, their own little leaders, they got their own scenarios, you know what I'm saying? The thumbnail I got, and I feel, you know what I'm saying? And I feel bad, but it's real. That thumbnail I got, right, was them young boys, them Snow Gang cats that was in Rosedale. Now, if you know about Queens and Jamaica Queens and Roy Wilkins Park, is weird because on one side you got going towards the south side, and on one side you got Rosedale, all that Merrick, all that Lawrenton, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes on different times. Now, you got a lot of Crips over there, but like I said, a lot of those Crips be a part of other cliques. You know what I'm saying? So you might run into 6 cats, and you might think they all crippin', but nah, they don't want to, yo, YG, or we Snow Gang, or we this and that. Now, the reason why I'm telling you the story for, because when I was out there, the picture thumbnail, them young boys, that you seen the picture, they was actually smoking something in the picture, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly. They in jail for that shit now, though. But that whole week, they was bugging out in Queens. They robbed somebody at the McDonald's. Yup, that's in 40 Projects, bro. You remember when that shit happened? That whole week, they was bugging, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an RP Dowell, bro. When it's messed up, and they killed this man, he got away to first. Like, they went in there. If you actually see the video, they went in the projects, bro. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? You see them walk past on camera. Duke run. They run behind him. Son finished them in front of the police, bro. You know what I mean? That, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't blood work. That was Snow Gang type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Them Snow Gang niggas was losing their mind. Then they caught like 5 cats in the car with guns. They hit the stash house in Rosedale, border. This is serious. This is real time, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think the narratives is, because I think what's going on is y'all doing the interviews with the homies trying to figure out, are y'all in tune with these young boys? A lot of these young boys, yeah, they might be homie, but they not homie. They got street leaders. They follow street individuals. You understand what I'm saying? Tell me where I'm wrong at. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, might be somebody's like, yeah, I'm not a trouble. These dudes are only down move when he out the neighborhood or they in jail. In the neighborhood, they're Pacific cliques. You know what I'm saying? And this is who they riding with, bro. Because I think y'all now are we gonna say was the homies not putting no work in? Yeah, they was, but most of them was double banging. The average little young cat was double banging. You know what I'm saying? He was either 600, 400, 200, OYG, 1090. These are the names, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the names, man. I'm gonna read something to you. I got some mail to read. I got some mail for you. I got some mail for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the best thing I can do for y'all is give you the information. This is why I get in tune with your teenage kids, your teenage nieces and nephews, the little young boy. Because a lot of times, a lot of these young boys is double bang. They really don't be. They play gang jail. They play gang games. It's just like the guy that's Muslim in jail in the street. He goes back to the block. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. Okay, I'm a homie up top, but in the street, I'm this. And this is what they roll with. Their leaders is not these gang members up top. Their leaders is dudes that's in their face all day. That's who I follow. That's my OG right there. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Paparazzi Poto. Shout out to him too, man. Because we have to get the streets to streets. I was in tune with that level because I had somebody that put me on to that. That had some other young boys like Freaky Fly and them that was putting me on to that. Some cats from Queens, you know what I'm saying? And to this day, there's still wars going on. Y'all be thinking it be the homies. It really don't be the homies. It be these young boys with their beats because these young boys was killing each other. You know what I'm saying? I think he is, man. I think Pone is. Paparazzi Pone, right? Pone, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Word. Shout out to Southside Queens, man. Those crimes that you was hearing, that wasn't really, but they started putting at the blood. Like, yo, the homies is going crazy because Duke that probably shot him when he got locked up, he took an oath. So now they say, yeah, he blood. Nah, he wasn't blood when he did that. He was a street gang before he did that. You know what I'm saying? This is just, the parameters of what's going on. So I got something to read to y'all, man, because, it wasn't I was in tune. I was just paying attention to what was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I was living in Queens. I seen what was going on there. Now, was there some B and C shit going on? Yeah, of course there was. You know what I'm saying? One side of the house going against another side of the house. So we know about that side of Queens. You know what I'm saying? But hold on one second. Let me get to it. I got a couple of things to read to you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely rest in peace to the young boy that's in the picture that got smoked. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? He was actually, you know what I mean? Like, son shot him from the police. You know what I'm saying? They got some time for that, but them young boys was bugging out all week. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are committing various crimes. You know what I'm saying? This is just one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read about one of them. You know what I'm saying? And this was 2016. One suspected member of Snow Gang in Southeast Queens was convicted last month after a 10-week trial for conspiracy to murder and was sentenced February 9th to serve 8 to 25 years in prison. The Queens District Attorney announced. Trevor Lucas, 23 years old, from Jamaica, was sentenced by Supreme Court Justice Robert Cohn to spend consecutively 8 to 25 years in prison, in addition to the 2-year prison term he is currently serving for attempted criminal possession of a weapon. The 3 other defendants convicted with Lucas are slated to be sentenced later this month. Lucas was convicted January 20th of second-degree conspiracy following a jury trial before Cohn. Lucas is an alleged member of the so-called Snow, Loyalty Over Everything, Young Bosses and Mobbed Out Bosses street gangs that operated in Rosedale, Lawrington, and Roxdale Village neighborhoods. The defendant has shown that he has no regard for human life. Remember, I told you though, that I don't give a hell. Remember that? The dude that just, I don't care. The conviction and this lengthy prison sentence strikes at the heart of a unified and criminally active group of young people who threatened the lives and safety of innocent bystanders by conspiring to kill 2 other purported members of a rival gang. This plot to kill was retaliation for the shooting death of a Snow member. Today's sentence, the maximum allowable by law, is more than warranted, Queens District Attorney Robert Brown said. According to trial testimony, Lucas and 3 other defendants operated within the confines of a 113th and 105th precincts. The area compromises the Rosedale, Normanton, and Roxdale Village neighborhoods between March 30th and April 4th, 2014. 2014. Remember, I told you I came in 2011. I was out there. The defendants conspired to kill 2 purported members of a rival gang in retaliation for the March 2014 shooting death of Snow gang member, the Queens DA said. In addition to the plot, the DA said the purported gang members gathered in Mount Bellevue Park in Springfield Gardens on April 1st, 2014 for unlawful purposes. When confronted by police, they ran away but were quickly apprehended. Who knows what they were doing in the park? You know what I'm saying? Brown said the long-term investigation, which was spearheaded by the NYPD Queens Gang Squad, the 113 Precinct Strategic Enforcement Team, and the Queens DA Career Criminal Major Crimes Bureau, utilized various investigative techniques, including the monitoring of conversations spread out on more than 1.1 million Facebook pages. That's when them young boys was losing their mind on Facebook. 2014, they was implicating everything. I have pictures, guns, I just shot them. Yo, you soft, you know what I'm saying? On Facebook, man, you know what I'm saying? 1 point belong to gang members. So if you was on Facebook in 2014 and you was writing any gang activity, yeah, they got you. They got your information. They got you down listed. Don't get it twisted. They got you down. That's what they just said. 1.1 million Facebook pages. And that's just one Snow gang situation. Allegedly, they saying the Snow gang allegedly booked Lou got Cass when he was out there one day for his jewels and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Queens, though, man. Shout out to Southside Queens, man. Shout out to Northside Queens, man. Shout out to Cambria Heights, Springfield Gardens, you know, Rosedale and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? But they're on a different temperature, like I told you. You might meet somebody, ain't homie in the street. They ain't homie in jail or homie 5 blocks away, but in the neighborhood, they're young bosses or something. Oh, Far Rockaway. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Far Rock, man. Shout out to Far Rock, man. We got to get love to the Rock, man. Why Far Rockaway is this? To me, in my heart, I always call Far Rockaway Baby Brooklyn. That's Baby Brownsville to me. You know what I'm saying? Baby East New York. Because a lot of cats I knew that was going to Far Rockaway back in the days was either from East New York or Brownsville. But definitely shout out to Far Rockaway. It's real out there in Far Rockaway. Shout out to Edge, man. You know, Red Fern. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what's that, 54th Street, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to the Far Rockaway, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Snow gang was putting a lot of pain in. And I think a lot of times a lot of these individuals thought it was their homies, but nah, a lot of these dudes are doing that's their personal work. You see what it said, retaliation for one of their homies. Had nothing to do with being she. Like I said, the media creates these narratives. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is y'all begin to believe that somebody in the jail cell is controlling these young boys. They really not. These young boys be coming home because they don't really respect. What happens is it's too much politics with this Damo stuff. So it's too much for them. You know what I'm saying? They might be under a nigga. That's a good example. You under a guy named Mike Murder in Attic. He official. By the time you come home, Mike Murder might be a dub. Now you got problems now. You going back and forth with dudes. And, yo, you ain't go right. So what happens now is a lot of dudes that's fall in place with their neighborhood situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen that in Albany with the OGKs, where you have Blood and Crips part of OGK, where you have Blood and Crips part of OSB, where you had, you know what I'm saying, where you see this. Like you have Blood and Crips part of the Cleaners, you know what I'm saying? You see this, you know what I'm saying? And because this blood should be too political, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be so political that dudes just, they fall in line with the street gangs. But what's been happening is when these young boys go crazy, for some reason the blood's been getting accolades. Now it's these young boys or young boy time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These young boys is on young boys time. That's why I say when you see a young boy, he got potential, man. Don't try to be his big homie and inspire him, because they're gonna do what they're gonna do regardless. They gonna follow what they think is real regardless. Remember, they be in the mountains or they be in DFY. They see that the blood thing. They like the blood thing because it's exciting to them in jails. It's exciting, but they know in the streets it's not like how it's in jail. They know that. So they come to their neighborhood, it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, definitely, what's good. Yeah, they got swept by the police, facts. Wax Dog was popping. Wax Dog's in the building, Southside's in the building, man. Far Rock 22 in the building. Move Millie's in the building, salute. Drew Bronx was popping. Yeah, definitely happy New Year to you too, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Because we're giving you New York. I'm giving you New York. Because I said I did 900 game last night. I did the Mac Baller family. Because you know, really, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of the YGs fall in line with the Mac Baller family. And just, you know, hollering at one of the Macs hit me up. I didn't even know that, you know what I'm saying? He put me on to something where his young boys from his block, what is it, 172nd and let me be sure, because he sent me, I got the mail. It's my man, it's the homie cousin, you know what I'm saying? My man cousin. Fishy Mac Baller, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. This guy. They'll be doing these. Just gotta get it on here. I'll find it. Yeah, I find it. It's the Mac. It's the Mac though. The Mac had. I probably find it down the line. Let me see. Definitely shout out to my man East El Barrio Merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout to, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout to Cosmo Bay in the building, you know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times, man, you know, we're going to be real, we have to keep it funky with these narratives. You know what I'm saying? From I would say from 011 to like at least 019, that was the young boys on their own time. They wasn't being directed by big homies. You might have heard a case where there might have been like 5 homies getting booked, but that was really young boy time. That was when young boys putting in that pain, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say you get with the young boys, you get them righteous, you know what I'm saying? Get them right. A lot of them young boys just don't know no better, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Young Forever was Papino, was Papino. Was Papino, you know what I'm saying? You know, we see that. I'll find some name though, man. Definitely shout out to my man Info Minds, man. Shout out to Queens, man. This show is dedicated to Info Minds, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Info Minds, man. He always showed me unconditional love. My man from Hollis, Queens. We spoke on the phone many times. He did lives with me, just trying to pump me up. You know, get me to find a lane. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to my man Courts TV. Courts TV, get in tune with that on YouTube. Another guy, he pumps, he you know what I'm saying? He points me in the right direction, and I found the lane. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this from a place of being around it and seeing it. So I'm not just going from, like, I lived in Hollis, Queens. You know what I'm saying? During that time, so I remember the energy that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Crown TV, facts. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Buffalo Soldier was popping. Definitely shout out to the whole Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? 713, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? Because now we be able to refine what's in the streets. Yo, go support my man Unique, man. He home. Orcam, you know what I'm saying? Unique. You know what I'm saying? W Buffalo was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Rabbit. Shout out to Rabbit, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm doing this for, because I'm getting you in tune with the streets, and now we can have like this conversation, because this is what's going on now. We can't skip what's going on now. Because we can't keep saying these young boys is young and dumb. These young boys ain't really following these dudes, you know what I'm saying? You only see that in jail. You don't see, in the streets, a lot of these dudes, you hear the personal clique situation. You just heard Snow Gang, Young Bosses, OYG, 1090. We hear the names, you know what I'm saying? It's just that when they go to jail, they become this. So what happens is a lot of the homies is taking accolades like, nah, that was my little homie. No. When he was in the street, he was somebody else's little homie that was in the street. No disrespect, but this is just what it is, you know what I'm saying? I got another case to read to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because they was losing their mind, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Hold on one second, party people. Hold on one second. All right. This is a sad situation, man. He actually paid for the funeral, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to kneel down for this, you know what I'm saying? It's some real talk right here, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Shout out to 50. Shout out to 50. I'm gonna read this mail, man. Rapper 50 Cent says he sprung for the horse and carriage that carried the casket of slain 14-year-old Deja Robinson at her funeral Friday. The Queens native, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, posted on his Facebook page in memory of the teen shot to death as she sat on a city bus. The people always try and paint negative images about me. I am the most genuine, down-to-earth person, and I didn't forget where I came from. I came through for baby girl by providing a horse and carriage for her, he wrote, along with a collage of pictures of Deja and her funeral. She was a pretty innocent and didn't deserve to die like the R.P. Deja. The white horse-drawn carriage carried Deja's white casket from the Friday service, which drew 2,500 people, including hundreds of teenagers. Police believe the girl was not the target of the shooting. A 16-year-old was questioned in that case, but released with no charges. That's before Duke got bagged, you know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Shout out to 50 Cent for that, man. Shout out to 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to 50 Cent for that one. That was real, man. He paid for the funeral, man. Shout out to South Side, the whole South Side, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if you cross the bricks, on the bricks. Shout out to the South Side, you know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. I got some more mail for y'all, man. Nah, because it was messed up what happened, you know what I'm saying? It was sad, man. 19-year-old kid, man. That's what we gotta get the kids, man. Second assailant in Deja Robinson's murder sentence. Shamel Capers, 19, a Brooklyn teenager, was sentenced to 15 to life in prison, man. 19-year-old kid, 15 to life in prison for making a mistake, being foolish. Salute, salute, salute. In prison once for shooting death for Deja Robinson, 14, in 2013, the Queens District Attorney said. Capers was found guilty of second-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon, according to DA Richard Brown. Deja was a South Jamaican resident who died after a bullet passed through the window of a city bus and struck her in the head. Capers, who was 15, he was 15 at the time, 15, Capers. 15. At the time of the gang-related shooting, was one of the two assailants in the crime. The other was Richmond Hill resident Kevin McClinton, who was convicted of second-degree murder and other charges in 2016. Ms. McClinton is serving 40 years to life in prison, according to Brown. Deja was one of 4 family members lost to gun violence between 2010 in 2014. In 2014, her cousin Khalil Brown was killed in a drive-by shooting. That's crazy. Her family had a whole lot of pain. Khalil's uncle, former NYPD officer Colin Brown Boland, was shot in 2011. In 2010, Deja's cousin Gary Boland was gunned down at a barbershop in Richmond Hill, according to the family. Brown hopes that loved ones will find comfort in the justice that was meted out for Deja, the only child of Shadia Sands and a student at the Campus Magnet High School in Cambria Heights. The death of Deja Robinson was a tragic and senseless murder. The 14-year-old was a talented teenager with a bright future before her until the two defendants in this case struck with total disregard for human life and fired into the occupied New York City bus. Both defendants were tried and convicted by a jury. Both young men will be incarcerated for a very long time. He added, hopefully Deja's family, friends, and loved ones can find some closure and solace in knowing that the persons responsible for taking her young life have now been held accountable and they are no longer a threat to society. Yeah, son. That shit was crazy, bro. That thumbnail was for real. This is real life, you know what I'm saying? These young boys was on their own time. Now, right now, these young boys, they might be blood, Crip, TD, Muslim, God body, lying in jail, but in the street, they was on street time. You understand what I'm saying? These is kids. These was young kids. They had nothing to do with, it wasn't like a big homie was telling them, yo, go put that work in. They was on gang time. Rest in peace to Deja Robinson, man. That's another death I just said. Young in Queens. This is Queens. This is just Queens. If that's really you scheme, yes, salute the scheme team. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything a pack. You know what I'm saying? It's for real, man. We in Queens right now, man. We in Queens. Queens is on demon time. This is for, y'all think about the trap music and all that craziness with the music and all that craziness. Queens is on it. Brooklyn was on it. They had their own, it's just that we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shoot RPs out, man. Shoot them RPs out, man. So when y'all see that New York bit from the Chicago and the Midwest with that trap music, these young boys is on their own time anyway already. The music just infused them, like the Chief Keefs and the Lil Durks and the Herbos and all that. You know what I'm saying? That was Steve O's daughter, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Or you know Greg Money, you already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why, you know, I had to put the Coca-Cola hoodie on, do the Gucci on, because we in New York. We in these streets right now. We in the streets. We're in a time where we can't even say the homies had control of these young boys. The young boys is on their own time. I told you, most of us know these young boys was only gang related when they go to jail. That street shit was not, I told you, shit like EBK, OYG, 1090, YB, YG. Niggas had names like John Montana, Jose Montana. That was dudes, AKAs. It was a different time, a different temperature. We are being for real, we're in the streets. Most of these dudes don't know nothing about that, this talk we having, you know what I mean? Definitely, the Flow Boys out of Wagner, exactly. Shout out to Nick Bucks and them dudes in Wagner. They getting crazy, you know what I'm saying? The riders on First Ave, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The riders on the First Ave, you know what I'm saying? Shit was real, man. These are street, I told you, you blood and Crip, you on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Taino, man. You know what I'm saying? We here tonight. We here, party people. We here. I got some more mail to read. I know I gotta read the mail because y'all feel it more when you hear the story. Get in tune with your kids. Get in tune with your grandkids. Get in tune, man. You know what I'm saying? The thumbnail speaks for itself. If you know about that thumbnail, the thumbnail crazy when you actually see the video. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the family. I'm just showing you what the pain is. Like, stop saying that New York bit from Chicago. We did nothing. These young boys been on demon time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, these young boys been on demon time. The music just, they like that Sosa, they like the, you know, they like the Lil Reese, they like all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we like Master P, you know what I'm saying? Definitely salute the Wayno, you know what I'm saying? I can put it in here, man. This is crazy. This is so sad, man. Because they didn't have to kill this kid, man. They didn't have to kill her, man. The thumbnail. This is the thumbnail I'm about to read right now. This is the thumbnail I'm about to read right now. A 16-year-old was sentenced to 28 years in prison in Queens Supreme Court for his involvement with the gunpoint murder of teenager Darrell Adams, rest in peace Darrell Adams, who was killed in front of a South Jamaica housing project in March. In court, Alexander Burgess looked straight ahead as Adams' mother read a statement to him and Justice Dorothy Chin Brand. "You took a very special part of my life. I can never get back," Shanta Merritt, Adams' mother, told Burgess in an emotional speech before the sentence was passed. Burgess' fate came in two parts. He received 16 years in prison after pleading guilty to manslaughter in relation to Adams' death, prosecutors said. He also received 12 years in prison for a separate robbery that occurred February 25th according to prosecutors, where he and another man shot someone. I remember that. They robbed somebody by McDonald's and shot him. That made no sense. Young boys, they was bugging out in Queens, man. The sentence will be served consecutively according to Brand. On March 2nd, 12:30 a.m., shots ran out in the South Jamaica house, also known as 40 Projects. According to police, in response to the shots, an officer operating a surveillance camera trained the lens on a running figure who then collapsed on the sidewalk. The figure was Adams. And soon afterwards, Burgess and 19-year-old Sean Barnhill appeared, and one of them pumped another round into Adams, according to surveillance footage. When officers arrived, they observed Barnhill standing over Adams' gun in hand, the NYPD said. Barnhill case is ongoing. Both were immediately arrested. They got bagged right there. They got bagged as soon as they caught the body. After his sentencing, Burgess, handcuffed and wearing an armed jumpsuit, was led out of the court by armed officers. He glanced at the road with a slight smirk on his face before the door closed after him. Adams had another brush with a gun violence just months prior to his murder. This is crazy. Adams, rest in peace, Adams, at the time, you know what I'm saying, had another brush with gun violence just months prior to his murder. On an early June morning, he was shot in St. Albans along with Terrell Fountain, 18, who died. So he got shot and his man died. Rest in peace to his man. At the time of Adams' death, months later, he was in the process of getting his GED and hoped to win a sports scholarship at SUNY, according to his mother. See, my daughter goes to a SUNY school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Tasha in the building, man. The teenager was involved in several basketball leagues, including the PAL. In the wake of the crime, several games were held at South Jamaica courts in his honor. Shout out to Southside Jamaica Queens. Shout out to 40 Projects. Shout out to Grandmaster Vic. We in the building. We hear side block talk. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Corleys, man. More than 1,000 people attended Adams' funeral in the outpouring support for Mary and her family. And the gathering also morphed into the stand against gun violence that has long plagued the area. According to activist Erica Ford, spoke at the funeral, this is not an accident that Darryl brought out all of Southeast Queens. She said at the March service, this has to be the one. Darryl don't have to die, man. He ain't have to die, man. Terrell ain't have to die. Definitely. Basie James, Grandmaster Vic. He didn't have to die, man. These young boys was on go, you know what I'm saying? Young boys was on go. See, this is what people, this is what y'all want to hear. I'm bringing it to y'all. This is what y'all want to hear, man. That missing generation. Why these young boys ain't got nothing to do with these niggas in jail? These niggas, I'm gonna say niggas. These young boys ain't got nothing to do with these dudes in jail, man. Shout out to the B-boys. Wayno, salute. They ain't got nothing to do with these dudes, man. No disrespect. These young boys got their own situations. These young boys is 1090s, OYG, OYB, YG, Snow Gang, 300 Gang, 900 Gang. They only gang when they in jail. These dudes is double banging. You know what I'm saying? In the street, his name is Jose Montana. In jail, he bloody black. That's how the game goes. So let's stop acting like these homies had these young boys losing their mind. They had nothing to do with these dudes. We're not going to say that. Certain homies had shit happening. We're not going to say that. But a lot of these dudes was bringing dudes home knowing that dudes was double banking. So they knew that, like, if I brought a clique of these little young boys home, they YG, but they just loyal to me. Yeah, they gang, but I'm really they big homie, you know what I'm saying? Cause they jack me, God forbid they go to jail, then you know what I'm saying, they fall into place. That's what dudes do for security purposes. Gotta be smart out here in the streets, right? These you young boys ain't as stupid as we think. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat, man. I'm happy I'm able to give you this content. I'm happy. Because I've been wanting to do this for so long, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how, because I'm giving you the content of when people die. So I know death brings a lot of animosity, but I have to be truthful. I don't know why y'all be assuming that these old cats have some type of influence over these young boys. They don't. These young boys follow names like Paparazzi Poe, Paparazzi Pone, you hear me? That's a fact. You could be as famous as you want to be in the street, but you really wasn't really co-signing until you went to jail. The only one that get away with that is people like Jim Jones that rap. There's never been a famous street blood. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I've never been to the mountains yet. There's never been one. There's never been one. I've never been to jail, but I'm an official street blood nigga. Please tell me who that is. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Come on, homie. So it's gonna build, because this is gonna be the Keep It Funky network. We're gonna keep it funky. We're gonna keep it fair. We're gonna keep it honest. We're gonna keep it sincere. This is not no shots, nobody. People speak their mind. If you think I'm speaking wrong, talk, speak. Rest in peace to Daryl. Rest in peace to Terrell. Rest in peace to Asia. I just mentioned 3 deaths. Gang related, had nothing to do with Blood and Crips. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Once your jacket was popping in the building. Definitely shout out to 300 wherever he at. He's somewhere out here. We here, man. Shout out to Scheme Team. That was really him. Came through. Salute. Cause now we're in the streets. We're in the streets. We here. Get in tune with your kids. Get in tune with your kids. Get in tune with what they into. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah. That's what we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the era that people don't talk about, the double jacking era. Because it takes away from the power. The double jacking era. The OYG, but I'm 9 Trey. But I'm only 9 Trey when I'm in jail. I'm OYG in the hood, though. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? We here, man. We definitely here, man. You know what I'm saying? We do this for the people. We do this for us. We do this for the win, man. You know what I'm saying? Wax Dog is in the building. Southside Jamaica Queens is in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 121 and all that. Yeah, that's what these dudes been doing. But dudes is taking accolades for their crimes, which makes no sense. Like, yeah, we the big home. No, you're not even in tune with these young boys. These young boys is following dudes in the street, bro. You hear me? Exactly. Far Rock, you said it the best. Places like Southside and Far Rockaway is gang beef, but not really blood and crip shit. It's more like block versus block. But dudes will put the narrative like, yeah, I'm the big. Stop, because you're misleading the information. That's why I tell you, get in tune with your kids, your nephews, your godsons, your goddaughters. Get them into get in tune in their life, man. Oh, Charles, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? That's my guy. That's my guy. Shout out to Southside Queens, man. My man Charles McMillan's in the building. My man Charles. My man Charles, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Cosmo, you see Southside's in the building. We in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? And shit is real. That's what this is. I'm saying, definitely shout out to Southside. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. That's famo, bro. Shout out to Black 118, everything, Ace Money Bags, Chopper, Twin, everything moving, man. You know what I'm saying? Cuzzo, Corey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times y'all getting this misconstrued. I gotta use these type of words. Misconstrued. We here. Southside's in the building. You understand what I'm saying? Queens is in the building. These young boys created their own trends. Y'all dudes be running around trying to take their accolades like, whoa. They only do the gang thing in jail. In the streets, they different. They only their own time. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. That's my guy Charles, man. Definitely Southside in the building, man. Definitely shout out to Southside. Shout out to 50 for paying for that funeral. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. OG Charlie Rock. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga OG Charlie Rock. You know what I'm saying? Well, he used to be with son. Babe, whose son that Scar used to live with? That's how you know what I'm saying? That Scar used to be with. That Scar used to live with that passed away. The one that passed away. Can't tell. The one that Cartel used to live with. That's my man too. Son, you know what I'm saying? Son of smooth, fly nigga. Do you think a fly individual? You think he from Harlem? You know what I'm saying? My guy though, you know what I'm saying? Definitely OG Charlie. OG Charlie Rocks in the building. OG Charlie Rocks in the building. Yeah, can tell. Whose son, who used to live with him? Who can tell used to live with? Oh, what's son? Oh man. It's my man. It's my man too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my guy. Yeah, he died. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Shout out to Southside Queens. You see what happened when you talk about situations, the neighborhoods pop out. Queens is in the building. Far Rockaway, Southside's in the building. Some Northside cats is in this chat right now, just to make sure everything is clear. There's no remixes. There's no stutter steps. There's no missteps. If there's a mix-up, they ain't here to fix it. Queens is here. That's why I respect Queens, because Queens is not gonna let you just run around and talk crazy. Shout out to Queens, man. You see them Queen cats pulled up. Hold up to my Queens, my side. You know what I'm saying? 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 You see Queens pulled up, bro. OG. You see OG Charlie pulled up. The G's is pulling up. Like, hold up, flag with a play. Definitely shout out to my man Chopper, man. You know what I'm saying? The G's start pulling up because you got to make sure that when you speak about certain things, you know what I'm saying? When you would definitely talk about Queens, which Queens is a different type of animal. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I love some Queens, man. That's where I be at, man, on the South Side, man. And them dudes is some of the... Hell yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. What you just said, Wayno, I never used to go far in Queens until, like, you know, we get right on magazine. We see the hoodies from Shirt Kings. We'll see... No, we was fixed on Run DMC, Hollis Ave, LL Cool J, Farmers Boulevard, you know, the Mikey D one, the rap battle thing, Lawrence Posse. We didn't know that them dudes is losing their mind. But when I'm looking at these old school pictures on Telling Blanco St. You pictures and 100 and Hassan Far Rock flicks, the Queens cats was pulling up, bro. They was pulling up. They was at the fever. They was at the Latin quarters. They was at all the hot spots, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Queens wasn't hiding. They just was doing it right, bro. Until they killed the cop. They killed many other things, allegedly, but until they killed that cop, that's when the world knew, like, yo. They was pulling up. Queens was pulling up. But until they killed the cop is when they came on our radar. Because when you mentioned Queens to us back in the days, we was so low. A lot of us was stuck on Queensbridge, Astoria, because that's the furthest we went in Queens, as in hanging out. If somebody went to Queens, they went to Woodside, you know what I'm saying? Or Ravenswood, you know what I'm saying? No, dudes wasn't going. The only way you went further in Queens, like Flushing, Corona, is if you had family out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah? Definitely shout out to Harlem World, you know what I'm saying? Zach Astoria Projects, my man Frito. Shout out to my man Frito Astoria Projects, man. Shout out to Ravenswood, you know what I'm saying? Woodside Projects. Yeah, we in the building, man. Just because I'm in St. Louis don't mean I ain't got that still New York touch. Yo, Ja, that's my man Ja. That's who Charlie used to be with. OG Charlie used to be with Ja. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Ja's my man, man. Ja, shout out to Ja, man. I miss Ja. Ja remind you of an old Harlem cat, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ja, man. Ja, good dude, man. Hell yeah, Ja, good dude, man. Good heart, man. That's a good dude, man. Shout out to my man Ja, man. Love some Ja, man. You hear me? Marv Facts in the building was popping, We here. We here, party people. We here. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand, right? When we say these young boys are going crazy, that's because the young boys' leaders is dudes that they look up to in the street. That's not because they look up to somebody up north. Now, a young boy might catch 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A young boy might catch 40, 50, 60 years, and then he better become the big homie. But that's not how that shit works, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this shit works, man. That's why I said, you know what, Zeke, man? It's gonna make some people, it's gonna hurt some people, but I gotta keep it funky. But when I speak about things, I love when that hood pops up, when they pop out, just to make sure I'm clear. I'm not remixing, I'm not doing nothing extra. They here to check the information. Shout out to the whole South Side, both sides. Something to Rockaway, you know what I'm saying? That's real shit, bro. You can't beat that. That's real shit, bro. You hear me? Fly Mike was popping. You can't beat that, bro. And and that's just to make sure the information is not being remixed, bro. You hear me? Always blood up, bro. You know how that shit go. Triple O for sure, East Side. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Don Juan DeMarco. You know what I'm saying? We here, party people. Hold on one second. All the time, you know what I'm saying? That's it, exactly. 118 Foch. Everything on Foch. 116, 115. My nigga Chopper. You know what I'm saying? Everything on Foch. You know what I'm saying? My nigga H Money Bags. You know what I'm saying? High boy salute. If it ain't Brim, I shoot. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? We here. Shout out to Far Rockaway. Queens is in the building. See, that's what I like. I talked about a topic and Southside pulled up, bro. Far Rockaway pulled up. Queens pulled up. They're gonna make sure the information's correct. Hollis pulled up. That's what I'm talking about. You hear me? That's what you do with the information. When dudes start doing stories about your hood, you gotta pull up. Hold on, flag on the play. Make sure when you saying this information, you saying this shit right. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dead homies that we're speaking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't put the remix on it. Let's be for real. These young boys is on street time, following niggas and the individuals in the street, not individuals in their gang. They only on gang time in the penitentiary. Hold on one second. We love New York, man. Salute the Queens, man. Edge-Man, I'm saying, Edge-Man in the building. Shout out to Johnny Blaze, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Donald G, my DGF cats, and Bama Projects in East New York, Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole DGF. Shout out to them, man. They always show me unconditional love. Salute to everything that's DGF in East New York. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Yo, I got some crazy Queen stories, man. I'm not even from Queens, but I got some crazy Queen stories. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for those that really know me, I really fuck with. I really rock with Queens niggas. You know what I'm saying? Queens cats. You know what I'm saying? And it's real. You know what I'm saying? We on real time, man. So with these young boys, they follow. Yeah, bro. You seen Queens pulled up, and I respect that. Yeah, Queens gonna pull up. You talking about people, family members, friends, family and friends, situations. We just gonna make sure the information is correct. Gotta make sure, because dudes will get on here and be like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Be talking about a bunch of nothing until they put themselves at the tables. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop. Hold on, flag on the play. We didn't even know you were 9'5". You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Shout out to my man Bones and them from the brick store. You know what I'm saying? Nason basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's my man Bones. You know what I'm saying? He used to be in Albany with us. Free digger. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. And that's what we want, bro. And that's what's gonna keep the narrative for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ulysses, I get to that, because there was a situation before the Kings. You had like La Familia, I believe. You had like La Familia. You had other situations, like the Fallons. You had other situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something about Green Eyed Born, right? In 08, I was at Green Eyed Born in 5 points. Smooth cat, man. He's a smooth brother. Green Eyed Born just got bad luck. He stayed getting locked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Green Eyed Born kids is good, though. Both of his kids is good. Yeah, it was a different situation. I had to take a seat, you know what I'm saying? It's just that Green Eyed Born has got bad luck. He keep getting bagged. He get a good one and get snatched, you know what I'm saying? I was with him, Junebug from Far Rock, but Junebug had family in South Jamaica. You know, that's why I'm speaking about this. Yeah, Green Eyed Born, he's a smooth dude, man. He's a smooth dude, right? You know what I'm saying? He's a smooth guy, man. He's a cool cat, you know what I'm saying? It's my guy, you know what I'm saying? Every salute to feet out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I heard he locked up again. I was with him in 08, you know what I'm saying? But Green Eye just got, you know what it is? Green Eyes treat the game like it's 86, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Definitely Far Rocker to build the Beach 22. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? For Green Eyed Born treat the game like it's 86. Like these dudes, remember, a lot of these old cats are stuck on those they best run. So they move like they best run, and that's why they get jammed up, because we're in a new generation. Cell phones, cameras, people just telling. It's hard. It's hard to get to the paper when these blocks aren't the same no more. Remember, thanks to Queens. Listen, let's be clear. Before the cop died, it was a free for all in the drug game. Then the cop died, and shout out to Queens. You know what I'm saying? Let me sit up. And then when the cop died, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? When the cop died, it was a wrap. Then Bush ran around with the with the jump off. But when they had that joint in the paper, I was like, what? they had crazy territory. Like that wasn't unheard of. Even me from East Harlem, the average person that was getting money may have had a block or two, or had a block, but he was doing business with 2, 3 cats. But I never seen a dude that had 10 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. 20 blocks. That was a different. That was definitely a different flow, man. And this is why you got time to speak to the young boys. You got to snatch them up now before they get to the street legend that they'll love, which is an individual who's probably like 21 to 22. You know what I'm saying? 29 to 30. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this turned out to be a dope live, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate Queens for pulling up, man. I appreciate Queens for pulling up on this. I really do. I appreciate this, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the Southside cats for y'all. See, y'all might be looking, going, why does he keep saying that for? But it's important because people put information out and say anything, and it's good that they pull up and they able to. Okay, if I'm wrong, Nazi, boom. And that's what this is about, bro. Giving the people the correct information. Now, these are OGs on here. They're telling you that gang, that blood thing, controlling the neighborhood thing wasn't happening. That was basically this one young guy that had influence over 30 other guys. No matter what gang they claim, I'm your leader. You know what I'm saying? I got some more mail though. I got some more mail, man. This is a throwback for you, throwback. This is a throwback for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know they want to hear this. I love that cop. That's one thing Queens be like, yo, keep talking shit about your crap about Queens, but yo, we don't want that to change the game. I ain't gonna front though. Where's that? They keep hitting these dudes at the board too. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh man. Hold on. One thing about this internet that you could definitely rock. You know what I'm saying? Which one you'll want? Which one you'll want? Uh-oh. Let's talk about it. Let's get there. All right. This is when the game changed. 1988. Shout out to Queens. Hope you Queens niggas is happy though. But shout out to Queens. Rookie cop Edric Byrne was alone in the squad car on a cold February night in 1988, protecting the home of a witness in a drug case who had been threatened by dealers. It was about 3 a.m. when the gun flashed, 5 bullets was pumped into his head. Byrne wasn't caught in the crossfire of a shootout, and he wasn't being robbed. He was killed because he was a cop. Days earlier, a powerful drug dealer had ordered a hit from jail on any cop as payback for his arrest and offered $8,000 as a reward. $8,000 in 1988 was like $80,000. Let's be clear. 8 racks in 88 was like $80,000. It was, and all-out assassin said, retired officer Tony Keller, one of the first to the scene that night. This just stunned us all. If they could kill a cop like that, no one was safe. The brazen killing shocked the city amid in the epidemic of drugs and violence and became a flashpoint that helped usher in an era of change nationwide. TNT, the war on drugs, tactical drug enforcement. Next month, the 4 men convicted will be up for parole, a long shot. But Burns' family, police, and politicians want to make sure they stay behind bars. U.S. Senator Charles Schumer, Police Commissioner Raymond Kelly, and Mayor Michael Bloomberg all sent letters on behalf of the family last month. The police department's latest union added to its website a form letter that can be sent to the parole board urging that convicted cop killers remain in jail. More than 250,000 letters have been sent. Hundreds went to the Burn killers. We won't let people forget about the sacrifices of those officers, said Patrick Lynch, head of the union. In the late 1980s, Queens was the ground zero of the crack epidemic in New York City. And 2 drug dealers reigned, Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols and his associate Harry Free Pappy Mason. Their army of thugs kept addicts and cheap crack and terrorized residents. Crime was rampant. In 1990, the number of murders hit an all-time high, 2,245 in New York. The drug trafficker's game was very vicious, and it was very blatant. You could go into any street corner and see a deal, Keller said. It was a tough job for a cop back then. I can imagine so. DJ Henry Pops was a cop, wasn't he? He know the stories. Byrne was new to the precinct and to the department. He was still living at home and was going to college at night, just like his father, a retired police lieutenant did. His 3 brothers was also in law enforcement. He barely started life, said his older sister, Larry Byrne. He just graduated from high school. He wasn't married. He wanted to have a family. He never got experience in life. Mason directed the hit through his associates, Philip Cobb. He and 3 others, Todd Scott, Derek McCleary, and Scott Cobb, planned it. Finding a cop wasn't a problem. Most people in the neighborhood knew there was a squad car with 1 officer parked outside the witness home 24 hours a day. It was a tough night tour, said Keller, who was on the job more than 30 years. You're alone, you're easily distracted, you're hungry, you're sleepy. It was dangerous. Sure enough, look what happened. On February 26th, Scott distracted Byrne while McCleary shot him. Cobb was the wheelman. Copeland was to provide the alibi. When police arrived, the car was still running, glass was shattered, and Byrne was slumped over. He died alone sitting there. And that's what's so sad. It bothers me still, Keller said. The 4 men, all in their 20s, were arrested about a week later, tried and convicted and sentenced to the maximum available at that time, 25 to life. State law was changed in 1995, and now a convicted cop killer faces life without parole. Yeah, my man Key Black got that. He got life without parole for killing a cop. He copped out to the shit, you know what I'm saying? Mason was given a life sentence on a separate drug charges in federal court, but Burns killers will be eligible for parole every 2 years from now on. Their hearings are scheduled for the week of November 11th and the week of November 26th with Cobb. Larry Burns said he's more worried about them being paroled decades from now, when the case isn't remembered at all. A future parole board may not appreciate the full gravity and the seriousness of this terrible crime, he said. And that's the crime that changed the drug laws. Nancy Reagan. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. We in the building, man. We here. And that's what I like, man. We here, man. And we're positive. Good energy, positive energy. We here. We in the building, man. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep in mind, a lot of these kids are descendants of a lot of these hustlers. Shout out to the Corleys, shout out to everything that was out there. Y'all seen the pictures. Y'all see the teams, man. Queens cats was getting a lot of money, man. Not just Harlem cats, but Queens cats was getting to the bit-the-dang, the bit-the-dag. You know what I'm saying? Gambling spots, all type of... Everything that was going on uptown was going on in Queens. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen y'all listen to that MC Shan, KRS-One beef. The world was bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Queens, man. Rest in peace. Exactly. Queens niggas was off the radar. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Yo, when I seen them, let me tell you something. The only other person at that time that was amazing in here, because Queens had fiends with money. Definitely, rest in peace, Sean Bell, Southside. Because it was, remember, the average person that lived in Queens that wasn't in the projects worked. Y'all have functioning addicts. The average person who got their life together in Manhattan moved to Queens. When you meet somebody from Queens, you ask them where they come from. Oh, we originated in the Bronx, but I got a job with MTA, or I became a plumber, or I became this, and I bought a house and I lived in Queens. Most of these dudes was descendants of the ghettos of other boroughs. You know what I'm saying? So they had the medium. They see, we had welfare money. We had the, you know what I'm saying? It was money in Manhattan, but y'all had working class money. That's a different flow, bro. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? It's a different flow. I know y'all charge at different prices. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Because it was a different time. Long Island right there. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo. You Queens niggas was getting it better than Harlem niggas. Y'all killed the cop. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Y'all doing great. Until the world knew y'all was doing. It was a shock to hear what y'all did. Like hearing about when Leroy from Fame grandmother house got kicked in Harlem, and they said she was like a connect. Shout out in Sugar Hill. That was fucked up. That fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? JR was popping. That twisted me up. Sorry for saying that curse. You know what I'm saying? That twisted me up when they locked up Leroy mom's grandmother from Fame. Because she had the spot, they said about like 159th and Broadway or some craziness like that. I'm like, what? Leroy moms, this is when the game was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Rosses, bro. You can't forget about the shower posses and the deep Jamaican influences. You right. People fail to realize that scene in New Jack City was everywhere in New York. When you seen the Jamaican cats was heavy in the drug game. I mean, heavy in the game. Call a shout out to the South Side. People, I like, you know what I'm saying? At least you respect your troops. That's real shit. My mom's got high too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute you, know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly how you talking, bro. My mom's was getting high too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the weed spots was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. See, one thing, once you accept where you came from and where you've been, you can't have principles until you learn what principles are. Most of us had to learn what principles are. You don't learn principles 4 months. To finally catch on the principles and integrity, it might take you 20 years. Because remember, most of us grew up in broken households. Some of us did. I know my household wasn't that broken, but you know, when you got somebody getting high, it's not that structured, right? Which is real talk, right? But it wasn't bad. I had cable, right? I got to see Robin Bird, remember Midnight Blue? I had cable. Remember Robert Goldstein? I was able to see that at night, Nick at Night. I got to see Nickelodeon. I had Nickelodeon. I had cable. I had HBO. I had Sports Center. So I had some things, you know what I'm saying? You just know it's a bad, you know, my mom's was just, you know, she grew up in that era. You know, the disco, Black Panther, you know, the party ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She got caught up in the game. That's just how life goes. That's the era we grew up in. So your little niggas be mad about shit like that. We grew up in the same, most of us grew up in the same shit too. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has some type of habit. If they didn't, God bless you. I know, you know what I'm saying? Gotta figure this shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? But once you understand where you came from, go 115, what's up? What's up? Real talk, man. Shout out to Queens, man. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queens. Shout out to Queens, you know what I'm saying? I would think after the heavy blood and crip war that was going on in Brooklyn with the homies, upstate New York, the second worst war in New York was them young boys going at it. It was a Snow Gang versus the 1090s, and I don't know how that goes. But the young boys going at it with each other because it was disgusting. These young boys didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, is in the building. Young boys didn't care. They was just on go. It was on solid go. The young boys. You know what I'm saying? And it played a major part to a lot of the bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? I just posted a video. Definitely subscribe to my brother G.W. Quinn. Subscribe to you know what I'm saying? G.W. Quinn. Definitely shout out to subscribe to What You Jacking podcast. You got time, check out my man John Doe, Hilltop Music Group on IG. Check me out, Z Black Feed the Wolves on IG. We got the PT 131 shirts from the block. You know what I'm saying? Just, exclusive revival. You gotta see, we support our people, man. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to everything on the South Side, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate. I love to see people shine, man. I like to see people win. That's the whole thing, win. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, what's poppin'? Yo, I be in gambling spots knocked out. Nothing happens to me. Because dudes go, Zeke is cool. They don't dig my pockets. They don't violate me. I used to be in gambling spots, drunk, boom, knocked out. They dudes just gambling. Zeke is good. Come on, son. That's the type of crowd you want to be in. You don't want to be around dudes and you go to sleep, dudes are digging your pockets, or you ain't on point and some funny shit happen. And that's what we getting a lot of these dudes smoke. Because they do funny shit, funny things to people. Not yet, but eventually we will though. You know what I'm saying? I never really had a beef, like I never had a beef with him, but it's personal, I guess. So I'll wait till he decides to go, yo, Zeke, what's up? I ain't got time to chase I got other shit in my life going on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, he a good dude, man. He be all right. Like I said, man, I'm not here to... That was a moment, an emotional moment, back and forth, but on real time, that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? Salute, 50-50 love. Exactly, bro. That's what we do. It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a check for trying to throw dirt on a nigga name. I don't get paid for that. I don't benefit from that. You see what I'm saying? I got my daughter. What I want for my kids, I want for everybody else. If I want my kids to win, I want you to win. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might get selfish. I might become a selfish individual. Sometimes I go, I'm on wifey time. I'm not answering phones. I'm not calling nobody. I'm giving wifey my full attention. It's okay. It's okay, man. How many times I went to court and I copped out to something and I have nobody sitting in the courtroom for me and I had to take a 4 years or I had to take a 2 after 5 and I didn't have a supporter in the courtroom for me? I had to suck it up and deal with it, right? Let me get this bid and go, right? I had to deal with that, right, on my own, right? I ain't come up with no hard feelings, you know what I'm saying? So that's how life goes, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just, that's just, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned to have gratitude and be humble. You know what I'm saying? I've been there many times, bro. How many times? Oh, yeah. Give me this. I had to make grown decisions. Yeah. Give me that felony. I can go home tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to take this tune out to 5. I'm out of here. That was, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just growth and development. And this is what I'm telling y'all. Yeah, I'm on grown man shit. I'm on grown man time. You know what I'm saying? So I can't personalize nothing. And I hope that because we want teenagers and the youth to hear this. Stop personalizing stuff. Sometimes some things are for the moment. Don't personalize it. Do what you have to do to win. Learn to accept who you are and the mistakes that you've made in your life, bro. You see, I just read a 16-year-old copped out to got 18 years. 18-year-old got 25 years. 19-year-old got 32 years. They're gonna grow up in jail. Appreciate your freedom, man. Appreciate the loved ones you're around. You ain't gotta burn every bridge you're around. You don't have to destroy every bridge. Every bridge ain't gotta be burnt, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us been through some shit in our lifetime. Emotional stress, physical stress, all type of stress. But one thing I'm gonna say, man, get in tune with yourself. You love yourself more, then you can love your kids more. You understand it. You understand. You will understand the struggle more. You dig what I'm saying? I've learned in life, right? It's not about. I learned not to convince nobody. I just do the right thing, man. I enjoy when I go to the supermarket with wife and we hold hands, we buy a bottle of wine and some cheese and some crackers, and we do something different. Or we go to Snooks and we buy some catfish and she buys salad and she get the red onions and she throw the fetty cheese on it. That's dope. That's dope. It's just me and her. It's dope. Red Moon, definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. I could be spinning in somebody's yard right now talking about a bunch of other cats. Yo, this sucker, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I sent this, I called him, he didn't send me no money. I'm enjoying life, man. And this is the worst time where we're seeing what's going on. We got the COVID, 4,000 people passed away. Stay in tune with what's going on. Definitely staying dangerous. Please stay in tune with what's going on. But I just read to y'all was from from 2011, 2014, 15. Those young boys is on their own time. Don't think because you see a lot of these young boys shooting and they getting caught up in these blood and crip cases that's really blood and crip cases. No, it's the personal clique shit they getting caught up in. But the police is changing the narrative. Like, well, fuck it. We're gonna give. It sounds better when we say we locked them 20 bloods. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes don't be homies. Like that wound chew shit. Most of them niggas ain't gonna fuck with each other. It's that same dudes fuck with each other. Yeah, it's like that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Walsh. My mans might fuck with niggas from Lehman, but I might not fuck with them niggas from Lehman. But I fuck with niggas from Carver. You see what I'm saying? So it's just you know what I'm saying? But when the sweep happened, they put us all together. Because the cell phone conversations, and made it been in the party together, tossing it up. We gotta be mindful of what we do, how we represent ourselves, or how we present ourselves. I would say, you got a son somewhere at home, practice interviews with him. Just a job interview, while it's quiet. 17 years old, go get him some working papers. Oh, now I don't know who's Osiris. But go get him some working papers. Go get him some working papers. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Show them that you care. Yo, you don't got your diploma. You playing games. I'm gonna take you to the EOC. You can get a GED or something. That's because I realize we can't. Like I said, we can't think they know any better. I'd rather a kid pick up a book than a gun. Let's get the whole violence conversation out the door. Because I'd rather you focus on winning than focus on proving a point. Well, I don't shoot no more because I fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in the streets, bro. Unless you buy the block. What's the sense in dying for a block you renting from and you don't own the block? You don't own a piece of property on the block, but you ready to die for a block that you don't own a piece of the property on the block. Let's get out that state of mind, man. Let's get on the growth and development for real. So we have to go into what's reality and what's not reality. The time in New York, that was a very dark time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I want y'all to have a good night. I appreciate everybody that came through the live. Shout out to OG Charlie. Shout out to the Southside Queens, Fall Rock, Harlem, Old Harlem, my Albany Cats, 518. Definitely shout out to everything in St. Louis. My wife, Southern Belle. Wax Dog for coming through. Salute y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go live tomorrow night, you heard? I'm going to keep it coming. I got another story for you. I still got to do the grandmother shooting at the door joint. But I just got to give y'all I got to give y'all the information. With that being said, man, you guys have a great night. Red moon, red moon, red moon. Peace, peace, peace. Green eyes, peace. Salute, salute. Somebody asked me about, was there any games before? Yeah, there's most likely La Familias. Dominicans don't play. There was other Latin crews, the Fallons, probably, there was other Latin movements going on, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of Puerto Rican God bodies that nobody talk about. There's a lot of gods that was Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? That for some reason, nobody bring them up, you know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of 5% gods, you know what I'm saying? And Earths, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Muslims too, there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, y'all be at peace, man. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody that came through. With that being said, one love.